Recently, I've been in the market for a brand new camera since I've been trying to take vlogging a lot more seriously. However, I don't really know too much about cameras, so I spend hours trying to decide which camera and lens I should get. I finally decided to get the Sony a7C along with a bunch of other vlogging equipment.
Alright, so here is most of the camera equipment and just camera accessories. Some of it actually didn't ship yet. I'll pop some pictures up on the screen just so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. But by far, the thing I'm the most excited for is the actual camera itself. And I'm not going to make you guys wait until the end of the video. I'm just going to start unboxing it right now. Like I mentioned in the intro, I spent a super long time looking for exactly what camera I wanted to get. There's like so many different choices. But at the end of the day, I kind of watched one video and it like really sold me on this camera. The Sony a7C, I already mentioned it in the intro for you guys, dude. And the thing that I really liked about this camera is the battery life. The battery life on this thing is so much better than the current camera. The one you're watching on right now is the Sony ZV-1, and the battery life is definitely the worst part on that camera. It's literally so bad. This camera actually looks so good in person, and it's actually a lot smaller and like lighter than I expected. I'll have my editor put on the screen how much it weighs, but it feels really light here, and it's not too big or anything like that, which is really useful when vlogging, because when vlogging your arm is usually out like this, so the heavier the camera is, like the more tiring it is on your arm, so it helps a lot when the camera is super light. But man, this thing actually looks so nice. I'm pretty sure I got this camera on a deal. Actually, it cost me like 1.9K, I'm pretty sure, with taxes, so definitely not a cheap camera. And keep in mind, this is only the camera itself. As you guys can see, the lens is not on it or anything like that. But dude, this camera is by far the best looking camera I had. And basically what it means, this is actually the lightest full frame camera, which basically in other words means that it just has the best quality because it's a full frame camera, so the sensor is going to be a lot bigger, and it's better in low light, which is really important, because a lot of my videos, or at least some of them, are recorded in low light, and the camera sometimes struggles because it kind of gets like bad quality or almost pixelated when it's dark. So this camera should help a lot, and it's just really a really good camera for cinematics, vlogging, just an overall really good camera. Supposedly this camera also has some nice features like in-body stabilization, I'm pretty sure it's called. Basically just makes the camera more stabilized. I'll put a video up of like one of my old vlogs that actually has almost like 1 million views, but look at how shaky my camera was. I was so bad at holding cameras, and also the autofocus on this is really good, so it just overall has so many benefits, and it definitely was time to get an upgrade. Now the lens is basically the most important part on a camera, so I got the Sony 16 to 35 millimeter, and it's an f4 lens. So I think it cost me exactly like 1K. With shipping and everything, it cost me around like 1,050 or something. Dude, I kind of should have been more careful about taking it out, bro. Like, I actually got to be careful because these things are so fragile. This is actually the first time I actually bought some lenses that didn't come with the camera, because I wanted to make sure I got really good, a really good lens. But dude, I've never unboxed a lens before. This thing actually feels pretty light, I gotta be honest. Oh my gosh, bro. I don't even know how to attach a lens. Like, I'm actually such a noob when it comes to this. But yeah, like I mentioned, I don't know a crazy amount about cameras and lenses and all that stuff, but all I'm saying is the camera and lens actually look so good. I heard this has like optical steady shot. Again, just helps with more stabilization and just like having the camera look a lot more still, and it doesn't shake when I record or anything like that. And also, the reason I got a 16 to 35, some of you guys are probably camera nerds and you definitely know a lot more about camera lenses and cameras itself compared to me, but the reason I got the 16 to 35 is because 16 is like wide enough for vlogging, but also the 35 is like good enough for B-roll and everything like that. So here, I'm just gonna attach the lens to the camera real quick. Believe it or not, I never attached a lens to a camera. Like, I spent so much money and I don't even know how this thing works. Like, that's actually not good, bro. I'm definitely doing this wrong. I see some like alignment holes. I just don't know how you actually align them. Okay, I think I got it. Yep, there we go. And click. Oh, okay. So here's the actual camera, fully with the lens and everything. Most likely I will upgrade the lens in the future. I feel like I just don't know too much about cameras. Once I learn more about like all the camera lenses and just more about the camera, then I'll probably upgrade. But for now, this is actually looking so good. I'm just really excited to test out the actual camera quality. Now for the other accessories, I also ended up getting like this phone gimbal. It's basically just helps stabilize the phone and everything when I record, because sometimes I actually do end up vlogging vlogging with my phone. And basically all this gimbal is gonna do is just make the camera more steady. That's basically the only job of a gimbal. But I think I bought this for like $40. It was more of like a budget one. I'm not gonna lie, the gimbal kind of feels a little bit plasticky. I mean, it was kind of a budget. And here, I'm just gonna attach my phone really quick onto it. I have to mess with the settings to get like everything right. But I mean, as long as it does its job, that's more than enough. And basically it'll just be like this, and then I'll probably have like a mic attached or something, just vlogging like this. And actually this doesn't weigh too much at all, which is perfect. Basically what I really want to pay attention to when vlogging is just making sure things don't weigh too much, because I'm usually vlogging for like a couple hours, and when the camera gets heavy, it really is annoying. So this thing is definitely gonna come in handy and just like kind of help stabilize the phone and everything like that. I actually really needed this. It's a GoPro chest mount, and I don't know if you guys saw my recent video, but the part of me biking, when I went biking with my friend, it was so like unstable, and the mount was just really bad, to be completely honest. So I definitely needed this new like kind of GoPro chest mount, and it's actually not wanting to open. This is the official GoPro chest mount, and the only reason I got it is because it just looked a little bit better quality, and like just more like cushion was on it, which really helps out, especially when it's on your chest and everything like that. I'm just gonna quickly take this off. This is basically how the chest mount looks, and I really needed this. I'm actually just so excited to use all this new like camera gear, and I'm planning on doing like a POV day in the life. I never did this, but it's basically just where it's a POV of me, so the camera or the GoPro is probably gonna be here, and you guys are gonna see absolutely everything I'm doing, so it's as if you're actually me living my day. I don't think anyone has, I've seen a couple of people do it, but it's not too popular, so I decided I'm gonna go and try that. For the last accessory, it's just like another GoPro accessory. Basically, it's just gonna help. It's called the GoPro Media Mod. It was actually quite expensive. I think it was kind of overpriced, to be honest. It was like $90, but it's just, the only reason I got it was just so I can connect a mic to the GoPro. As you guys can see, I don't know which port it is exactly, but there's some ports over here that just allow you to connect things to your GoPro, so then I can actually get good sound quality on the GoPro. And I need to figure out all the camera settings. I'm probably gonna spend like 2 hours later tonight like figuring out the camera settings for this camera, and then after that I'm gonna end up like trying to shoot some footage and just seeing how good it is. But yeah, I'm really excited to test out this camera. I'm probably gonna spend, like I said, 2 or 3 hours just finding the best settings for it, because I really want to make sure I take advantage and kind of just learn this camera in general. And then probably tomorrow, you're gonna see in the rest of the video, but tomorrow I'm gonna go and shoot like some nice B-roll, maybe just some nice vlog footage in general, and just kind of test out the camera and get like a nice feel for it. Alright, so I played around with the settings of this camera for a couple of hours, and the lens is actually insane. Right now it's on 16 millimeters, but if I go on 35, look how zoomed in it is, and it's an f4 lens, so the blur is really nice. I haven't really decided on what settings I like yet, or like what exact focal length I want, but I think this is good for now. I'm most definitely gonna change it in the future, but anyways, enjoy the shots.
My love's like a black hole sun, so bright when it burns, so dark when it's done. So hard to relate to one when I find myself tripping off that blunt, tripping off this blunt. So I might be blunt if I do confront you. Don't run, no, don't run from the black.